Hi everyone, welcome back to the White Collar Engineer. And today, in order to share his IIFT's interview experience, we have Harsh with us. Harsh, welcome back to the White Collar Engineer. How are you doing?
Hi, Slay. I'm doing fine. What about you?
Yeah, I'm doing good too. Harsh, those who are new in this
Yeah.
channel, please introduce yourself in front of them.
Yeah. So my name is Harsh Gichpilla, and I am from Raipur, Chhattisgarh. And I have done my graduation in information technology from NIT Raipur. And I have graduated in 2023, and I have 2 years of gap.
All right. So Harsh, tell us about the IIFT's, entire admission process. Like, कौन से stage के बाद क्या हुआ था
Yeah.
and all.
So I'll start with the beginning. So their forms actually started before CAT, and I think their deadline was around the CAT and extended to for a few days as well. And their shortlist came out in I think around 15th of mid of February, and in that they released another form to fill, which was called as a CV form, in which they had asked us a few subjective questions. And after submitting it, we were told that the interviews will start from 3rd of March, which will include a group discussion and a personal interview as well.
Okay.
And in the form, there were also campus preferences for us to select, and also the interview city centers were also given for us to choose from
Mhm.
in the beginning of the form. Actually. Yeah. So after shortlisting, they sent us a PDF containing everyone's name with their respective PI centers and dates.
Okay.
So my date was on 5th March, and I had gotten an afternoon slot in there. It was in Hyderabad. So I reached at around 1 p.m. and there was no document verification as such, but we were asked to bring in a printout of the CV form and other academic documents and an original identity card. I
Okay.
think only the ID card was checked. Other than that, I don't think there was any document verification was done. We were all distributed in groups of 12 for our group discussion. And similarly, after that, it was quickly followed by our person interviews. So for group discussion, in my panel, four people were absent. One of them actually gave their interviews in the morning slot. So
Okay.
that shows that they are considering us to, they are very flexible in their
Right.
process. That's
Right.
what it shows. Yeah. And in the group discussion, there were three moderators, and my group discussion topic was rise in e-commerce and its impact on supply chain logistics. So the group discussion followed a different strategy, which was everyone of us had to speak for 1 minute on the topic, and after everyone was done speaking for the 1 minute, the GD was open for discussion, and it was around 15 minutes after everyone had spoken for the first time. So the GD went around pretty great since we were not all 12. So I guess everyone spoke very good points there, and no one clashed in between anyone.
Okay.
And overall, the GD process was pretty smooth, and even the moderators had also given us tips to keep in mind before the GD had started. That they told us about the points that we will be evaluated upon,
All
such
right.
as like if you give others opportunities before yourselves, or if you are correcting the discussions, like if the discussion is going in a wrong direction and you
Hmm.
are taking responsibility and bringing it back to the concerned discussion. So they were giving us tips regarding the GD as well. And that's it for the group discussion. After that, I was the third one in my panel, but since one of them was absent, I was the second one in the panel.
All right.
So it was very quick for me to, my turn came around very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So in the interview room, there were two panelists. Both were male, and they had started asking me questions regarding my CV form. Actually, as far as I've heard, they mostly stuck towards the answers that we had filled in the CV form only.
All
So
right.
that's a very good thing to be considering. Like no out of the box questions, no unnecessary questions. Everything was as in accordance with the CV form. So they like started with asking me about like, tell me about yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and after that, they had a question regarding geopolitical issues in their CV form.
Okay.
So the next question they asked me about the how Russia and Ukraine war is impacting the oil prices in India. So
All right.
completely from my CV home, yeah. And after that, they asked around the questions regarding which sea is around Ukraine and what is the capital of Ukraine, questions like that.
Okay.
After that, I am from Raipur, Chhattisgarh, so they started giving me scenario-based questions like the panelists asked me, like, taking you with me to Raipur. So, which places would you suggest me to go to?
Nice.
Considering what the first place he asked was some famous religious place, and second one being a beautiful city that you think, and third one a wildlife sanctuary. So
Okay.
these three things he asked, and apart from that, he asked me if he's traveling from Raipur to Hyderabad, what all rivers will we cross in the path?
All right.
So these were, I think, related to geographical questions as
Yeah.
well. So that's what they are asking. And apart from that, he asked about any popular art from my city, but I was not able to answer that. So I told him about the art from my state, not from my city.
Okay.
Other than that, he asked me what three qualities that a leader should have. For that, he also gave me another scenario question. Like I am a CR of my class, and my teammates are not listening to me. And I have to fetch sponsors for a conference. So
Okay.
how will you convince your teammates to do these things? And after this question, they just asked me what job roles do you want to get yourself into after the MBA? Yeah, that's it.
Right. Harsh, if you can please mention about the questions which were asked in the CV forms for the junior aspirants, like who will be, targeting IIFT after CAT 2025. So if you can recall those questions which were there in the CV form.
Like the questions were divided into, I think one of them was around career goals. Not just one of them, one part of them was on career goals, and the other part was in around the managerial kind of skills.
Okay.
In managerial questions, I think one question was asked like, "What is your leadership style?" That's what they had asked me. Like, and it was not so easy for me to answer since I don't have any actual work so I don't have any leadership experience in that. But that's what they had asked me, and apart from that, they had asked me about what does ambition means to you,
Okay.
and they also asked any personal examples from your life as well for each and every question that was there in that. So one of them was ambition, and another one, there was a question about integrity as well. What does integrity means to you, and as well,
Okay.
and I don't think I remembered anything else from that. I
All
think they had asked about what what job roles do you think you would like to work on? Yeah, that's all I can remember.
all right.
There were 9 to 10 questions actually, like much more than any other B school forms there given there.
Correct.
So
Correct.
that's something pretty much. Yeah.
Correct. And Harsh, how important it is for a fresher to, like find out a way to, in order to tackle these questions related to, say, work experience. Say, for example, you mentioned about leadership. So, how did you tackle that particular question since you don't have any work experience against your name?
Like first, freshers, I think they can mention some leadership roles that they have. Like if you have been in a community or in a club in your college, you can give examples from there. Or if you actually like don't have anything, I think you can try to put up examples from any project that you have been a part of in your college. Obviously, you can do that. But apart from that, I think there are not too many options. But mostly, these are the ones that I have seen freshers do.
Exactly. All right, Harsh. And as you mentioned that the group discussion was entirely something which is which is very fair, I would say, because it gives an equal
Yeah, it was
opportunity
fair.
to
Yeah.
everyone to speak and put up their points,
Yeah.
right?
It
And
was completely fair to everyone. Yeah.
yeah. And guys, I'll be putting some group discussion topics which has appeared in IIFT's admission drive this year. I'll be creating a community post, and the link of that particular community post will be given in this video's description. So do watch out that as well. All right, Harsh. Thank you so much for coming to the White Collar Engineer again and sharing your interview experience. It was my pleasure hosting you.
Thank you, Slay. Thank you for giving me this opportunity again.
Yes. Okay, Harsh.